All right, boomers, welcome. Good morning. It's Boomer Ranger Ron. I'm back. Welcome back to my channel. I'm at the Hamden Fish and Game Protective Association archery range. As you know from my last video, we just secured a M-370, and I'm going to do a comparison today. I'm going to test it. We're going to see what kind of results we get out of the chronograph. Go through, show you how we crank it, see how it differs from the original Barnett that's a hand crank. My buddy Pete here is nice enough to bring this umbrella today to keep us cool because it's 80 degrees. It's 80 degrees today. Anyhow, Pete's also the originator of the Vitali shooting system for archery. We're going to number every arrow. That's what I'm going to do right now. We'll number every arrow 1 through 6 and then see which ones fly best. See what kind of speed we're getting. We have the XX75. Which is a heavier aluminum arrow, and we have the light 400 grain carbon arrow, of which I only have one because for some reason, I guess to save money, 10 Point decided they weren't going to include 3 arrows in this special deal. I'll have to talk to him about that, see what we can do. Now it is noisy. It's not going to no, it's not quiet. It's not something you want to do while you're hunting. You want to do it while you're at your car. And it won't decock, so it has to be shot. He said pay attention and be careful as you crank it up. Now, obviously this takes more time. He says you want to make sure when this thing comes up, he said make sure this thing comes up to here. You don't want to go back too far because then you're in a mechanism. Now, void if removed. You're fully cocked. And it's still
okay. I can see the strings all the way back.
Yep. But it's very time consuming with the crank. It's obviously faster if you crank it by hand. So all we do is flip the safety off, get a steady hold. The target's a little crooked out there, but that's not going to hurt.
You are over by number 5.
It went over that far?
Down too.
Really?
You're down. You're down.
The foot stirrup's very small. You don't really have to put your foot in the stirrup. You just have to get a good position here. You make sure you're on fire. You reach for the sled.
Disengage.
It is disengaged. Automatically went to disengage after I shot. So if it was engaged, it wouldn't move. Then we're going to go to engage. We're going to take out the crank. Hold it nice and steady, he said. Go easy. But what this sled does, this sled keeps it perfectly straight. And I got to remember when to stop this thing. There's a...
You got no instructions?
I think that's as far as it wants to go.
Yeah.
Right? So hang on to this, disengage, back off 1, 2, and 3.
Take the hand, don't put the handle in there, put it on there. You don't need it in there. I'll bring the
Number 2 target is
left upper corner.
left upper.
Yeah.
All right, so we moved to 20 yards here, folks.
You're to the right, on the left-hand corner of the red square in the middle. So you're down one and over one.
You know what I'll bet is going on here?
Huh?
It's sighted in for the lighter arrow.
Could be.
It's sighted in because that's the only arrow he gave me. He took 3 shots, I took 3 shots. And you see my video, that's the one I broke the balloon with at 20 yards. So these heavier arrows have to be resighted in again.
You can't use the light and the heavy sighting.
Engage.
Pull the thing down.
Connected.
Reconnect.
Re-engage. I actually do like this as you get. far enough. It didn't engage.
No, didn't engage. Go
So
the
hit
other way.
engage, hit engage.
Yeah,
Tell me
gotta
when you
take it-
think. Tell me when you think we should stop it. We'll know.
Take it all the way up.
Oh, that's it. That's it. When the safety goes. When the
Right.
safety goes, that's the white mark.
Right.
So disengage. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, your safety is now back. Here, let me have it.
Okay, so
You're ready to go.
do not shoot this with this attached.
You can't put the arrow in. Dead center.
So I was right. It hit dead on at 20. 359 feet per second. I gotta mark that down for it so I don't forget. I guess it'll record it, right?
Yeah, if you want. I always mark it down. So that's dead center.
And the lighter arrow, I guarantee you is faster.
Oh yeah, I'm not questioning that. See how the weight of the arrow drops you?
Yeah, it was amazing.
That's why you can't sight in with one type arrow
Right,
and then go to another type. It's
Right.
not going to follow.
right. But force you 358. Now it'll save. I know it'll save every one of these, so I don't have to go mark it down. Okay,
Ready?
I'm doing the
Left corner,
left,
lower,
left bottom.
left bottom.
Right.
You're high. You're high by 1.5 inches. Oh no, 2 inches.
Let's continue the test. I could shot right in the middle.
Yeah. Why are you so far off?
I don't know.
You're dead. You're center, but you're all the way over to. You're 3 inches over to the right. I mean to the left. What's going on? Check your scope.
What am I supposed to check?
You see that everything is tight.
So
Okay, on 4, you went 1 inch to the right, but up 1.5 inches. On this one, as far as vertically up and down, you're 0, but left to right, you're 3 to the left. So I'm wondering what the hell's going on. Something loosen up? You know, this is what happens when you start. I did 20. I did 20 arrows,
yeah.
and I'm with Chuck Turner, and I'm starting to walk all over the place. And Chuck said to me, "Check your scope,"
Yeah.
and my mount had come loose.
Well, this is tight as can be. I don't
I
see
know.
anything.
I don't see.
Now, I
any-
guess I could, I don't have the Allen wrenches with me, but I could check these too.
No, if you can move it physically with your hand, you don't
Yeah.
need the Allen wrenches. I mean, there's nothing. to touch.
Arrow number 6.
Right, and that goes up on the one in the center, the high one in the
The
center.
high one in the middle.
Right.
Oh, that's what I forgot to do.
Yes.
Arrow number 6. This is not a lead sled. I mean, there is some movement in this thing. Right?
Not that much.
But it's not a lead sled. It's not locked into place like
You ain't got no recoil. Come on, there's no recoil in it. About it.
How about that one?
A little bit to the left.
Right? It hit the black.
No, it's off the black.
Go take a look.
Okay, let's go down there and take a look. You got a camera? Take a picture. Like the number 5, vertically is in 0. I mean, the vertical shot is perfect,
6 was good too.
but the horizontal shot on 5 is way off. Yet the vertical shot on 4 is up. So 4 and 5, for some reason, because you're shooting lower, I don't know if it has to do with how you're aiming or where you're aiming.
I am aiming I'm still aiming on the 20 yard, which is the first set of crosshairs.
Right. But what I'm getting, that isn't what I'm talking about. Because it's a little lower, maybe something's going on, because when you're shooting up at the upper four holes, you're doing good. But when you came down to the lower holes, they were bad. So that's why you want to see what's going on there. So
All right,
number
well,
1,
we're back to arrow number 1.
something's going on. Either that or the bow's getting hot. The bow is getting hot.
Is that it?
Could be. I don't know. See, I moved everything over and you keep moving. You got a breeze flowing.
Now, you realize the wind is kicking up, right?
Yeah, but the wind's coming off my back.
Won't that
And
change
your
the
arrow, that number 1 arrow is 2 inches over and 3 inches high.
I don't even see it.
It's up top near the number 3 pi. It's below 3.
Oh yeah, it's casting a shadow.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
What's going on?
I don't know, Pete.
What's spinning out of the shade?
Oh, the arrows are hot.
Yeah. Plus the bow is hot.
You think that makes that much of a difference?
Oh, it's almost probably 80 or 90 degrees out here, and you're sitting in the sun, so it's 120.
Maybe I need to move over into the shade.
Or we can move the shade over to there. 39. So your speed is somewhere around
340 to 350.
You're too far off.
So despite the heat and some of the other experiences we went through during the day, we did succeed in getting a very tight 3-shot 1-inch group you see on the right hand corner. But we did conclude the heat was an element, heat was a factor in our accuracy.